Virgo, happy November. I hope you are doing well. Okay. I laid out the cards. I clarified every single cluster of cards. Let's take a look here. Don't panic, because I have a feeling here that this has to do with either you not feeling like you have enough, someone isn't enough. There's a lack. There's a feeling of lack in here. I don't think that. I think that you're right to think in the way that you are, but I think that you're off course here, and I think that you realize that too. Okay, I don't think that November is going to be easy for you. I have to just put that out there because these are pretty strong cards here. Okay, we come in with the Emperor and the Ace of Cups. Okay. Those are a surprise card, so to speak, right? But our energy is the Two of Wands. We've got the Devil card, the Four of Coins, the Knight of Cups. We've got the Four. I was hoping to be able to do the throw with this, but it just was too open-ended. So we've got, the Six of Cups, okay, in your environment. We've got the Two of Swords in your home. This is how you see things, the Six of Cups, okay? You've got the Three of Swords, and you've got the Queen of Wands. All right. Our clarifiers for watch your sun, moon, and rising. I think you've got something going on here that's not easy. I think you're outside of your comfort zone, which I'm thrilled to see, because that's a huge step for you. Not only did you step outside of your comfort zone, I think it's really challenging your security here on many different fronts, okay? The Two of Wands coming in, that's a card of you know, like standing at the crossroads. You're not really sure what to do. You need to make a decision on something, right? It's usually a long-term thought out process, though. It's not something, we don't really jump in the Two of Wands. It's something that takes a long time to build, right? And your clarifiers for that are the Devil card, the Tower card, and the Hanged Man card. Okay? Don't panic. Like I say, they're tough energies. I'm not going to downplay this, but I think what happens here is you take the leap of faith, okay? You've got the Devil card here, the Four of Coins, and the Knight of Cups, okay? Again, what I think is going on here is I really can't read cards one by one, guys. I know that some of you like that, but I can't. I just need to give you the whole story, because for me, I'm getting messages through this. So what I feel is happening here is I feel that you're in a tough spot. Okay, I think you really care for someone. I think things may have come out, you know, that you weren't unaware, that you were not aware of, I should say, okay? With another person. I think either someone's financial status wasn't what you thought it was or what they had portrayed it to be. I think that you're seeing someone in a different light. Do I think you care for this person? Absolutely. Do I think that for some of you there's a choice between two people? Yes, I do. But what I also think is that there's a relationship or something in here, some kind of business, or there's documents in here. There's financial security in here. If you're on the fence about, you know, maybe you were in the midst of a divorce with someone, okay, I think that was a really tough decision. Do I think that it goes through? No, I don't. I think you pull it back, and I do think that it gets another go around here. I think that you may, for others of you, be involved with someone. There's two different dynamics here. There's two different tax brackets. There's two different types of people. There may be two different countries involved. You two may be from different countries. There's something that's like a great divide here. But I think that, you know, things also were not as they appear to be. I think that someone, you know, or something in the dynamic may have not disclosed everything exactly how it was. Like bits and pieces, you know, make a story, but there's blanks in here. So I think that they're all filled in, though, honestly, by the end of November. Do I think it's going to be an easy month for you? No. If you're looking to, these cards tell me, okay, that you're really on financial footing. You work really hard. You've created a life for yourself. Your life is good, right? Do I want to step out of my comfort zone and go into this relationship that's not only different from mine? This person maybe doesn't make the same amount of money. Maybe there's a dynamic off somewhere, something you're not comfortable with, something you didn't think that you would be okay with. But I think what's shocking you is you really care for someone, a type of person that you didn't think you would ever really care for. Or this is a relationship that went awry and, you know, some things happened in between. I'm not saying anything negative. I'm just saying that, you know, maybe there was a separation and now you decide that you're better together. Going out here, we've got the Lovers card, the Hierophant card, and the King of Cups, okay, with the Queen of Wands. This is someone who does better later in life as far as a marriage goes, because what this person does is they try to secure their financials first so that their life is in a whole spot, which I think is wonderful, right? They don't do well if they get married early in life. That usually is just, it falls by the wayside. It's that, but this isn't what this reading is. I think that this is someone, you've got the Empress too with the Ace of Cups, okay, and 2 9s. 2 9s speak of documentation, they speak of move of residence, they speak of, you know, some kind of financials being switched around. And that 10 of Cups, like I say, that sometimes can be a wild card. That can be, it came up in one of the other readings too, it can be a very dysfunctional, you know, the person may come from a very dysfunctional family that you're just not used to, the goings on like that, and it may be really throwing you into a tizzy, but you really care about this person. But keep in mind, it's an ace, and this is a knight, okay? So you're the Empress. You're if it doesn't even need to be a live person. This can be the dynamic of your relationship, right? It can be something new to you, something that you're really passionate about, you know. And this is not. This can be chaos. This with the 10 of coins can say that this person really gave you a run for your money, but that's what happens, guys, when we get in relationships that have staying power. They're not all, you know, lovey-dovey. They're the ones that they touch you to your, you know, to your core there. They're the ones that give you they rock your world in many different ways, good, bad, and indifferent. But at the end of the day, the Lover card is a card that says, you know what, we're better together than apart. And the Hierophant is about, again, it's about that. It's about solidifying, coming together, staying power, right? But we're going to do this in a different way. You know, these are two whole people. The Cups people, if they're people, which in here I think they are, because you've got the Knight of Cups, right? And you've got the Queen of Wands and the King of Cups. So these are very, very similar but different. They're just different grades of emotional stability, right? On a bad day, both of these cards can be very, very self-absorbed, very, very chaotic. The Empress is not. You know, the card is a card of someone who's not gonna, you know, deal with something like that. You know, you've got these two cards too. These can be the actual relationship. It can be a fire sign person, right? And it can be a water sign person, or these can be just different aspects of yourself. This though is not not, this can be something that's very passionate, right? But that doesn't go anywhere, right? And there was a choice to be made here. And sometimes those choices aren't made well. Net is you come out at the end of the month after all of this with things resolved where, you know, I think it's all out on the table. I'm not going to say that this is easy, okay? But if you look here, you've got the Six of Cups, okay, is how you see the situation here. And you've also got it clarifying this, the Devil and the Four of Coins, okay? The two fours are telling me you're financially secure. You're on solid ground here. But I don't think you're feeling that way because you've got the Five of Coins here, the Six of Coins, and the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is this crap will end here, right? It's done. It's not going to go on like it's gone on. I think this may have caused you some chaos here. And I think that this is a person and you just said enough. We're going to change this because the Five of Swords is you had a smackdown. You laid out what's going to change here. And you've got the Ace of Wands. That's, again, that's raw creative power, passion. This could be someone who's lazy and you finally said, get off your ass, get a job, do what you need to do, get it moving here. Because there's security here. This person, I think, may have come in and kind of disheveled your life a little bit, but you really care for them, right? And you just laid down the law, and sometimes that takes, you know, it's, do I stay in this? Do I leave this? And I think after a bit, things do come back together here. Because again, remember, the Five of Cups is, you know, it's something on the relationship front, yeah, but something's out of whack. Something's not, someone's either feeling not heard, their feelings are hurt. Something is causing a rift on the inside of your home, but it's coming from the exterior. Usually it's someone that's done something in whatever capacity. It doesn't need to be infidelity, right? It can be something that they made a horrible business decision, they screwed up financially and put you guys in a destitute position for temporarily. Whatever the Five did, the Six is the person trying to correct it, right? So there's someone trying to correct what they did here. They see the error of their ways, okay? Now in your environment, you've got the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords, guys, is a peace card. It is a peace card. And you've got the Ace, Two, Three of Cups here. So you pull this back together, right? Or these are two separate relationships where one ends and one starts. But I don't feel that. I think this is one relationship that's gone to hell and back. And you know what? Sometimes that really has the staying power. Sometimes we need to see those things. Sometimes, again, after, you know, relationships need tending every day. So something may have gone stale. Something may have needed to be resurrected. You know, a change in perspective here, a real upset. Because you've got the Three of Swords here in your emotional environment. I think you don't want to repeat mistakes. I think you don't want to repeat patterns, and I don't think you will. Because I think here with the Magician, the Hermit, and the Moon card, you're, I don't really know. You're really perplexed, and I get it. I feel it. But with that Three of Swords, it's the things that are blocking this from going forward clear. So it's a heartbreak card because you could be missing someone. You know, this whole thing could be, again, it's been a hell fest to get together. It could be something like that too, right? Because there's documentations in here, there's finances in here, there's legalities in here. You know, some things are, you know, not that easy. But the Emperor is a marriage card. And in here, I'm going to say this deals with a relationship. And you've got the Lover's card too. So this is a relationship. You know, it can be, you know, call it what you like, one of those, you know, I don't reference these, but one of those relationships, it's the F5 tornado relationship from time to time, right? But it's got staying power. You know, I think this was one that really was in need of, it was on life support. You know, but this is a good outcome. Do I think you're on solid footing? Yes. Do I think it's going to take longer than November to get this 100% back emotionally? Yes. But I think that it's, you know, I think you've got potential here. Because if you look at this way, the knight becomes a king. So he grows up because maybe he didn't, you know, he realized he's got more to lose here than not. So he stepped it up a little bit. So I think that could be what happened too. This could also be a relationship where someone is, you know, you may have a child, that a baby that, you know, is in the process of being born or is born and now it's presenting some challenges, right? Like it throws your world out a little bit. It could be something too where there may be health issues involved. It may be a difficult pregnancy. It may be something like that. It could also, guys, be a business with someone that's having a little bit of difficulty getting out of the gate. But I think this is more on an emotional relationship level, okay? Keep in mind, this is your environment. This is your home, okay? You've got the Ace, 2, and 3 of Cups here, okay? That's a good thing. If you're watching this and you're holding your breath, not even realizing you're holding your breath, take a deep breath. This is, in my personal opinion, this is something to give it a little bit more time, see where it goes. I wouldn't make decisions just yet, okay? But I think that things come to light that you weren't privy to, and I don't think you're thrilled about it. You know, someone may have said they made a certain amount of money and you find out they don't. You know, it could be something like that too. It can be something, it's something upsets the apple cart here, but at the end of the day, I really do feel it comes back together in a strong way. But this is one of those that it is not going to be easy, guys. This is one of those really unconditional love relationships, though, because normally, if you really didn't care and weren't invested in this, this would not play out like this. That I can tell you. From years of doing this, I can tell you it would not have played out like this. Okay? But these are disturbing. You know, they are disturbing. But they're also a relationship that's got a lot of passion. It's got a lot of staying power. It's just, I don't know how to do this, you know, but you figure it out. Okay? You've got the Death card here too, which is change. Okay? You've got change. The Five of Swords is someone laid down the law, right? And the Ace of Wands is it's the newness. It can also be, like I say, a baby. Okay? It wouldn't be, it would be something you already knew about. If this was a baby, you would already know that you were pregnant, or that someone was pregnant, because I was just looking for another card that would have said it was a surprise. So there you go. I think that this is a positive reading. I think that it's a strong reading. I think it's going to give you a challenge. So if you need a private reading, please reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to help you with this here. Okay, there's a lot of facets involved here. This hits you on every level here, financially, emotionally. I get it. It's a lot in here. But you know what, guys? Life is like this. It's not the Norman Rockwell picture sometimes. It really is just messy, and it's stinky, and it's painful, and it is what it is, right? So there you go. I hope that I helped you in some way. If you need a private reading, please reach out to me. I will be more than happy to do anything for you, okay? Happy November.